You're plotting a new course again, aren't you?
The currents before us are ever-changing.
Civilization VI has come out today on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, making its long-awaited debut on consoles. Now, a lot of you are probably going to be asking, what is it like on console? Is it any different to what it would be like on PC? And I'm pleased to tell you, there doesn't seem to be much difference at all in how you play the game, apart from the fact that you are using a controller. Now, as we all know, when you move to a console from PC, you usually find that playing your favourite real-time strategy game or any strategy game doesn't translate very well. In this instance though, they've managed to simplify the controls to a point that I've found myself navigating around the map without any issue whatsoever. And this is something that's completely unheard of when it comes to the turn-based strategy genre.
We must adapt and press forward if we are to see our journey's end.
When it comes to things like Civilization, you are going to be doing a lot of waiting around for other people to take their turn, but even on my standard PS4, and bear in mind this is an old PS4, one of the first ones that came out with a very old hard drive, not an SSD, and it seemed to perform incredibly well on load times and a lot of things. The only issue that I found was when I chose the map size as large, it did take a little bit longer than I thought it would to load, and at one point I wasn't sure if the game had actually crashed because the loading bar in the bottom right hand corner had actually stopped moving.
You have come far. Now begins your greatest quest.
But I found that if I left a little while longer, it did start turning again and eventually loaded up. So that might be an issue with the map loading screen on there to let us know that that keeps going. As far as actually playing the game, like I said, the game itself runs perfectly fine. Even on my old hard drive, it is absolutely fine. And I found on my very old PlayStation 4 that the fans didn't kick in whatsoever. In fact, it found itself very easily coping with everything that the game threw at it. Turns actually took a lot less time than I thought they would, and navigating around the entire map was a lot easier than I thought it may be as well. The controls are extremely simple, using L2 and R2 to zoom in and out of the map, and also using X and then the directional pad to select specific tasks for units. Honestly, this game translates quite well to console, and it might not be for everybody if you are a keyboard and mouse fanatic, but for people who don't have the ability to purchase a decent enough PC to play Civilization, but you do have a console at home, you should be very pleased with this because it does translate very well. And for people that are completely new to Civilization, there is the ability to actually go through an entire tutorial either playing as Cleopatra or as Gilgamesh.
A new world, one ripe with great possibility and even greater dangers.
Now, of course, if you are completely new to this, there are a lot of help and guides with this game. Now, of course, as I said before, when it comes to translating over from an old game to a new one, you do need some help sometimes. But I did find that the controls were incredibly intuitive. I did get sent the new control scheme to review, and I didn't even really look at it. I just played the game. And I don't know whether that's because I've been playing games for a long time and I found it really easy, or whether the game is just incredibly intuitive and you can just tell what you need to press. As far as I'm concerned, it's the latter. The game is very easy to pick up and play, and you will lose hours and hours of your time playing this game. I actually lost 2 hours playing this game just to review it. That's how much it sucked me in with just one more turn every single time. And as an avid player of the PC version, I didn't find any issues with this game whatsoever. And that's coming from somebody who's played all the Civilizations from Civilization 1. Overall, Civilization VI translates incredibly well to console. Intuitive controls and an easy way to move around, plus lots of help if needed, will allow you to just jump straight into the game whether you're a new player or a veteran of the series. I'm happy, and I'm sure a lot of you will be too.